second, fourth results in their final 4. But a key that I was looking at here with Stay in Pit, they do some statistics to do with CSGO, and they've actually got the share of kills with the AWP and ESL Pro League for Season 12, EU plus North America combined. Nuke has the lowest percentage of AWP kills over all of the 7 maps in the pool. Train at the top with 16.1% of the share of AWP kills, and Nuke down the bottom with 10.2%. So Sirison,
Sorry, explain that again.
So out of all the maps, right? So let's say we have 100% over 7 maps.
Okay.
The share of AWP kills is the lowest on Nuke. So the lowest amount of AWP kills on Nuke.
Weird for him.
The stat that you want to pair with that is that Searson is one of the top 2 players in the world
with the AWP.
With the AWP. Not talking about statistically the best, I'm talking in terms of which weapon he prioritizes. And so Tizian not going to be able to get out of that smoke. He's just going to have to sit in... Oh, just on the jiggle, he actually gets across. I can't believe that. Nico might go hunting. Don't get too hungry, bro. It's a lot more where that came from. Well, that's confirmed. 4 yard, he says, as he mutes his microphone reluctantly.
Good opening pick here from Big. They've got a lot of yard control right now, but where do they want to take this? Well, they don't want to take it anywhere because the fights are becoming their way. Rain gets taken out of the picture. It's just Cold Zero, Kirby, and Brokey now.
Bang.
Yeah, that's nice work from Kirby, but it feels like it's a bit of a consolation prize as 4 stand against you and the bomb's about to be planted. Tizian's doing that to you.
Give me 1, Cold.
Come on, Cold. You're good for 1.
Remind me what you're capable of. A smoke and a kit. If he was to find 2, he's not going to find anything. He's heading to save. Just going to contain them here in the lobby position. Hope that they push him. Hope that they don't expect him to have a kit and they start running rampant into lobby. It's just not realistic.
All right, well, first round's on the board to Big here. Big Pistol win, but if you look over there at what happened on Mirage, they won the CT side of Pistol, then lost the Force Buy. So let's see if we can have similar scenes here on a map like Nuke. Obviously a little bit more difficult for FaZe. They will be on the CT side with the Force, and if you gamble incorrectly and Big go for something fast, you can lose the round in an instant. But to note, Cold Zero will be holding onto that defuse kit. May come into play if we find ourselves in a post-plant situation in round number 2. The buy will be coming on through. Zantara straight into that Galil. And we'll remind you once again, tonight, we do have EG taking on Fury. A bit of a rivalry brewing between the two. That'll be at 9 p.m. tonight.
Set your calendar reminders, don't forget.
Shotgun for Kirby. So a bit of a curious one here. Which shotgun's that, Rush?
It's a Nova.
Okay, well, let's keep our eyes on the Nova.
Someone else tried this out recently. I can't remember who, and I remember us discussing it.
I saw them tweeting about it in the post-match with FaZe Clan. I can't remember who they were playing. It just blurs into one. Brokey's hit a shot, so I'll come back to that. He has hit quite the opener. Will FaZe Clan really have another second round win? I bet their conversion's pretty much at the top end of Counter-Strike teams in terms of losing the pistol and winning the second.
It's got to be, right? You imagine the players that have that Deagle, that have that Scout, it really does add together.
Cold's got a lot on his plate. The fact he can drop a smoke windows does mean he's got 2 favorable fights now for 15 seconds. 10 seconds. As that fades, he is going to have to dismantle, or dismount rather. There is one decon as well. Soft, silent descent. Why is he not worried about decon? No one's got it. Brokey's going to fill the gap now. Okay. Now you've got a bit of a round on the cards. Brokey's taking the head off the AK. Searson does spot out one, but Nico continuing to do damage as well. The bomb's on Tabson low. He's vulnerable to the scout shot. Brokey's actually chosen to rescind.
I love that. So smart. Waits for support to come in. Not allowing himself to be isolated. Very, very smart to re-aggress now once everyone can come back and play this back together. Tabson and Searson staying incredibly close by. Going to try and sweep through potentially towards Decon, but Nico's got himself quite the nice gun. Little Galil action there as Tabson is in the 1v3. No kit, so time is a big factor.
Checking this. No, he's opted for the left side. He can stop the bomb defusal here. And they find him. Plenty of time left. FaZe Clan have done it again. Nico and Brokey. Perhaps a new partnership starting to establish itself as they both release a nice multi-kill round and actually convert the second.
Great pickups there. Brokey can get this Galil on the ground. There we go. They finally found it. You could see them sniffing around for it. Kirby gets the AK, 2 Galils. That's some big upgrades. The plant coming through for Big means they can go for a force buy of their own. But it doesn't look like that's on the cards right now. Sirison will be able to get the AWP up in the next round if they're a little bit more frugal with this one. But Tabson's fully invested. So here we go. Sirison investing half of his bank balance there. 2,400 spent of his over 4K. And this one could be pretty threatening. We might see yard smokes coming on out, being lined on up right now. Looks like it's going to be quick over towards the L frame. Fast nades from Tizian towards the top. Let's see if he can slink down that vent, because rotations for FaZe can be a bit of a drama.
Oh, that's a lot of mollies in the way. Wait, it's a fair amount of time, but he does get through. Rain's now a little baffled, has to keep his head tucked down and hope that Kiebi keeps him safe, but Brokey does the job incredibly well. Keto and Searson fall, and this was an invested round, keep in mind. This had a lot of utility behind it. They upgraded pistols, whatever they could muster. And it's going to be just Antares. Let's find Rain. They're all...
Get anything else done here.
What did we decide we were calling the rafters in the end? Did we work out a name?
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
It's all just generic rafters
Got it.
at this point in time. Chad was right to suggest that Mustang might be a little bit of a lost reference in today's game. It's lost on me beforehand, but there's a nice double.
Okay, so clean-ish round from FaZe. Rain's the only one going down there, and we'll be able to reinvest, or if you would like, they can even go into this round without having to buy too much. coldzera with the Tech 9. Will he buy an M4, or will he just keep the Tech 9? Because as we can see, Big after that 4 spy will be taking a save. Sirsen's already bought into a smoke. They might need a couple more if they want to do a wall towards secret, and there's coldzera's investment. The AK will, the M4 will come out. The utility behind it, 2 defuse kits in play. I think what would be nice for Big here is getting a bomb plant. Just some way of keeping that cash coming through. Zantara is jumping up into silo as quick as you like. That's going to be heard. Nico should be ready for this.
Pulls out a nade and goes down. If Tabson had got away, Brokey's just saving FaZe time after time. He's done it 3 times now. Could have spiraled, hasn't. And they thank their lucky stars that they picked themselves up. A little bit of a diamond in the rough in Brokey.
So Sirsen will get the AWP, and we get to see his impact now with the AWP. It's difficult as a T-side AWPer on Nuke to find much impact unless you're really feeling the game. If you want to go to Squeaky, the door can get blown on off, you can try and pick towards main. There's an option. Get on silo, search behind the warehouse containers, see if you can find any CTs who are picking in the way that they shouldn't. Go for a standard little boost maneuver that we've seen Big go for before and see if you can find a frag. But here you have Brokey heading towards yard. Could be a yard control play coming in. He's going to tuck across towards the red container, and that will be exactly it.
This is a great setup.
It is, and this is why it baffles me that AWPing apparently isn't as potent as you'd imagined on a map like Nuke, but already Nico's the one to start this off. Brokey's addition has yet to be seen, but it's considered already. You can see Searson very aware of the possibility.
And for any newer viewers that play in Counter-Strike and don't quite understand why they keep getting nonsense, it's because of the left eye. Brokey, there's a reason he's not taking that fight without a flash, and he did just spot Searson. But every time you're peeking with that left angle, distinct advantage to the person you're peeking into, especially in a battle of the orbs. That's why you saw the flashbang and the patience from Brokey. coldzera's patience being rewarded. He just knocks the head off Zantares and disappears so Nico can hold the cross. Tizian, that's an important frag that keeps it competitive, admittedly trying to overcome the odds, and that's a bit sketchy. coldzera does find the head. Just Tizian and Keto. One's gone up heaven.
This is a good gun for the job right now from Kirby. Posted up towards T-Van. Oh my god, they found another.
How? That's a great catch. Rain caught sleeping, trying to fake the drop-off. It wasn't particularly believable to me. No one there, though, listening too intently. Brokey from secret. Tizian's trying to cut that rotate off, but he has the bomb to retrieve.
Well, they drew Brokey out of lower, so right now this is going to be very difficult for FaZe if Big continue to go down towards the B bomb site. They have a smoke and a molly. They have 2 smokes and a molly, so this is going to be great for them. They should get the bomb down. Oh, the nade!
Oh, that cost him his life. He knew they were low. He thought he could dunk them in the smoke just a second too soon, and now it falls to Kirby. Another 1vx. He won it out on Mirage. Can he have an influence, and a very big one, over the result here?
So tricky. He's got to know Tizian was near the smoke. The bomb plant's close by. Now he knows the fight's nearby, but Tizian quicker on the trigger. Beautifully played by Tizian.
So to recap, Tizian's triple kill in that crucial round that has put the second on the board for Big Clan. He found that opening on ramp. He looked towards Heaven, or the Heaven player, this one here. Nico goes down. coldzera doing as much as he possibly could. Brokey's going to be kicking himself a little bit. A little red face. Tizian adjusting with a great spray. That was the frag. The door sound cue enough for them to react, and the muscle memory kicks in. Another good shot onto Kirby. Could have lost him had he kept his walk up.
Yeah, rough one to lose right there from FaZe. You can see it on Nico's face. They will be able to buy back out, but this time lacking utility. A round that started very well falls apart. And off they go. Cross towards Secret. Tabson's already taken a lot of space, and that's going to draw out the rotation. Nico's in lower already, and he's going to slow things down. We did isolate that head-to-head in the pre-game. Nico versus Tabson. Big fragging in-game leaders. Stalls out a bit now for Big.
He's going to get eyes on this because Brokey's so... Oh my god, the adjustment was about to be perfect. I thought Brokey was going to crater.
He nearly got both of them from two very different points of view.
God, Rain then wants to get proactive to try and maybe keep some sort of presence, but he's got to be so careful because look at Xantares. He's already found a way around with the perfect peek towards Coldzera.
Some really good counter-strike.
Rain's just seeing that bomb.
Yeah, and Rain, if he can shut down Searson before he loses his teammate, that's the bomb. They can lock it down. This gets awkward now. Tizian's gone too. Keto, yes, you've pushed so far up. Yes, Xantares with 2 HP has stylishly descended into the site, but it's Keto that has to solve this mystery, and he has found it. Getting the frag onto Nico. Xantares is now becoming a bit of an unknown entity. Keto wants to keep these CTs busy. The bomb on that trophy room. Do not forget. The fight happens here. The round ends here. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Brokey.
Woo. All right.
Can we calm down yet?
I don't know. Keto can still win this. If he beats Rain in this one-on-one, Brokey's low. All right, this is some crazy rounds of Counter-Strike. Just how back and forth these are in the mid-round is nuts. So much space being taken, opening kills. FaZe look good. Big bounce back, some multi-kills, some damage. FaZe again find the advantage. Some more kills come on through, and then eventually they close it out.
Look at the CT money. It's a perfect summary of how intense and hard they've had to work for this.
Yeah, and luckily, I think Big are going to be giving them a little bit of room to stretch their legs, as we can see, just investing in with a couple of Deagles, P250, and Glock. So converting this one cleanly needs to be on the ticket for FaZe right now.
Yeah. Rush, would you call this weird, champ?
It is a bit weird, champ. It's kind of cool, though. Oh!
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's a nice shot.
It's not bad at all, is it? Tizian going to get things started with a bang, and it's going to continue in this weird and wonderful way. Oh, okay, please don't stand there. Please don't stand where the man just died. Tizian.
It's warm there, Lauren. It's like being in the pool when someone pees.
Yeah, I mean, we can all relate to that classic life event.
Wouldn't encourage going to that area in the pool.
I was convinced it would turn all blue if you peed in the pool. I've never peed in a pool. If anyone has, then fair play.
I don't want to Google it.
I thought that was like a sea thing. Like everyone's okay. So you're allowed to pee in the sea.
Oh. Used to do it in our wetsuits because it would help keep you warm.
Yeah, respect to the wetsuit gang, but
I just don't need to know about it if I'm honest.
Someone's really enjoying this conversation. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, as they say in the sailing industry.
Oh, how do we... I can't segue.
You're okay with that. That's okay. Neither could the founder of the Segway. He couldn't do that very well.
That's a terrible story.
Poor guy off the cliff.
Yeah. Oh, this is a horrible... Rush.
Oh, they have to open the door, but they still hit the shot. There was just enough. They've taken the ear off of Kjaerbye.
Lower.
Marcus Van Gogh. And now they do go down to B. It's on Coldzera. Uno, Dos, and Trace. Stunner Sorrenthus will be stepping into the hosting seat for your next two best of threes. Tizian's gone, and FaZe find 5.
Now, I said it needed to be clean, and that wasn't clean whatsoever. So guns will have to be dropped across from Brokey and Nico to permit Kjaerbye and Rain to have rifles in this round. Coldzera should be able to buy himself after that 4K that he managed. Yeah, so Kjaerbye, you could be seen there with the gap, my friend, and you were punished for that. Lucky Coldzera was there to make sure there was no way to get that bomb down. Scoreline 5-2 now, and yeah, getting fired up our FaZe. Back underway. This is a chance for Big to break FaZe clan, and this is one of those options for the AWP player. Siriusson has to get tickled by the flames to even consider going for a little bit of a pick.
What? Okay, I thought he was going for some sort of crazy T-vent maneuver.
Ooh.
Tizian's got the wall bangs for days, hasn't he?
That was a bit of damage onto Paul Brokey there. Used to be able to, back in the day, spam from ramp all the way through the wall as they were running out hut door. It was so cool being the ramp player.
So you make a little smiley with those two hats for optimal hut wall bangs today, I learned.
Got it.
Yeah, Lauren, you wanted little tips. Tizian's given us a couple. Tabson actually yet to frag. 1 ADR. That's absurd, but it's not going to find any more this time around. He's had a bit of a mare here. In-game leader. And when your in-game leader's going down first, it can sometimes feel like as soon as he dies, you just call a rush. Well, 4 of them heading ramp after their leader's death, and it has ended in death, destruction, and demise. Searson gone. That's the smiley I'm referring to. If you're wondering how to, because it is a super wall bangable hut. Like, it's a deceptively thick-looking wall, but I've seen many a kill catching people as they scavenge a weapon and try and run back.
Especially with the AK-47 being wallbang back from the T side or the AWP as well. So you can get punished if you want to be an aggressive CT-sided player.
1 ADR on Thompson, by the way. That's one average damage per round. We're nearly 10 rounds in. This is a complete non-starter so far.
And he's doing what he does on Mirage, which is, you know, go to a solo part of the map.
Yeah,
and
like
try and
Blame
control it.
F-esque.
Precisely. If he's getting shut out, there are some big problems. And that was Nico. At least a couple of rounds, he's been managing to take him down. The Mac 10. Okay. Another opening death for Tabson so far.
Nico's already in the vents. So ready to deal with that. Nico's going to, in fact, he's doing it all. He smoked off the secret push. Zentaris is the loose thread. And there is a gap. Because that window was broken by Brokey, there will be no sound cue on this flank. Yo, Zentaris is always playing some mad 4D chess. Brokey's dropped into the site. He checks it, but it's too little too late. And Zentaris has taken a crucial frag. And his presence alone is going to get the whole thing moving in a different direction. Keto with the bomb was secret, opting towards the top side take. Zentaris has heaven. It makes sense. Kirby in the lobby, and as that smoke fades, he'll be in a prime position. Just doesn't want to squander this opportunity. Doesn't want to time this wrong. Oh, God. He didn't. Okay. Thank God. If Keto had worked with that and then just crouched him, I'd have been so sad for him. Now the advantage seems...
Safe side plant.
...to be with the big clan boys. No armor, though, other than the Zentaris. There's the Keto Deagle. Fills the feed. Kirby gone. Cold desperately trying to find him. He's actually going for the long way around. Do they have kits? Yes. This is far from a guarantee for Big Clan.
Cold has to win this fight, though.
Now, though.
He can clear this.
Yeah, he will, but he's lazy.
He didn't clear it.
They're running out of time.
I can't believe he didn't clear it.
Nades down Keto, sprays him down to 7 as well. Zentara's dead. Keto still fragging. Searson spotted. He knows where the last is. Has the kit. Has no time. Searson's playing around the bomb. Cold's jumped down. No time, though. And so Big Clan, with nothing more than pistols and scraps, get themselves a third.
Look at what that's done to the money. Cold saving that AWP is integral to the buy for FaZe here. This can be dropped across to Brokey, who did find the opening. And then Zentara is getting all this space, causing chaos, forcing FaZe to play in unfavorable positions. And the retake, they just took too long. Unfortunately here, FaZe Clan will lose the round, do save the AWP, and they will be able to buy because of that. But for Big, that is a massive round to get them back into the mix. Let's take a look here at just how good the buy can be for this FaZe side of things.
Just trying again.
Yeah.
And it pays off.
Finally, he gets a pick. So the AWP finding some...
Tabson's found his first as well. Here we go. What you got for me, Brokey? A very nice catch on the Tabson circle strafe. 3v3, just like that. Kirby's caught Tizian elsewhere. They are heading ramp room, trying to take some space fast, and now descending. Who's there? Brokey. Ever reliable, the trusty AWPer of FaZe Clan. Not even a primary AWPer upon his arrival into the FaZe Clan jersey, but now with smokes deployed and Zentara's on the other side of it, will Kirby anticipate this?
He doesn't crest that corner and win that fight with that smoke, and he's got to play this...
You're right.
A bit different.
Hadn't thought about that element of it, but he'd practically be grey screened on the jiggle, and you just saw an example. Now he comes into Zentara's aim, and it's Zentara's game to win. Smart boy. Closes the door, stops the molly, keeps him guessing, confirms. One, doesn't know about dark. Oh, now he does. It's Keto's frag. Yeah, another overlooked frag. Brokey no time, wall bang, and survival.
Yeah, he will be able to save onto the AWP if he just tucks in back to this corner and Zentaris doesn't hunt him. And it looks like Brokey will get away.
Smart boy. Everything he's doing is very well informed.
He's one of the young... this is kind of what happens, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you've never played in a Counter-Strike team before and you have like a youngster come on in, like Brokey is, he's been here for some time now, but it tends to inspire you because he is hungry, right? He hasn't been at the top of the charts like Nico, Rain, and Cold Zero before. And what that does is, you know, they start nerding it up a bit more.
So let's look at intent and how they played that round. Brokey was hyper aware of everything. Even after the bomb went off, he still readjusted to ensure that Zentaris was still going to have to work for more, whereas we've seen 2 rounds now with Cold Zero having a couple of lazy clears that one he got away with, and then the second he didn't. So I think the difference in player intention is very much, you know...
I mean, you combine the 2 highest fraggers of Big Clan right now and a 6-4 score.
Okay.
And that's the same amount of frags as Brokey. Doing the same as 2 of the hardest hitters of Big Clan. However, this does feel like the gap closing. Don't forget, this is T-side Nuke. If Big Clan keep things level, they have got nothing to complain about. Another fast flank. You can see Kirby assassinated. And round one, it is just that AWP now. They'll be playing hot potato with it to try and keep it preserved. Rain hoping to catch a sleeping Keto. Not easy shots to hit.
Okay, so if they can hold on to this AWP, that is great. But at this stage of the game, FaZe need to make sure they're maintaining some map territory, because every time that they're losing the site, they're really struggling to get back in with the retakes. Big are handling them in that fashion, and it's a clean one for them on the board right now. So a little bit of a bank being able to be built. And Keto, that name that we were mentioning, he's got 10 frags, 102 points of ADR. Loss bonus coming into the next round for FaZe will be 2,400, enough to get the rifles out, but not enough to get all the mollies. So it might be FAMASs and UMPs instead of the M4s. They're chasing, they want this. Nico falls, the AWP as well. Great chase there, and Keto gets another kill, so up to 11 now. Tabson, he's got 19 ADR now and 2 kills to his name. Meanwhile,
popping.
yeah, Sirison only has 3 kills, and they were the 2 big names we mentioned. So Tizian, Zantares, and Keto, they're the ones finding the impact in this 5-round haul that Big are looking at right here. Brokey with those 16 kills, 11 for coldzera. Nico with 9, 6 for Kirby, and 3 for
Whoa,
Rain.
Deddy FaZe fan, jersey, matching headset, and all that good stuff.
So look at this, no Molotovs to defend with. So no Molotovs to defend with the top rush.
Flash.
If it is a top rush, they're in trouble.
Yeah, and they're charging straight towards it, at least suggesting as such. Tizian, you can see his routine. He is the lobby holder. Smoke deployed by the T side for him to slip out with. There's a lot of faith put into Nico here. Look at the slither gap Brokey's holding. He's got the one way, he can peek above that, but the only time he wants to drop that, ideally, is when they throw their secret molly. Tizian down the vents. Oh, Nico with the one way, already catching a glimpse of one. That's going to really slow down this progress. That's the bomb as well.
Coming. Has it been comped?
Oh, you're right. Doesn't stop Nico fragging more, and now he's ready for it. Oh, just for a second, though. The window now closed. Sirison grabbing the bomb. And if they get this bomb down, as Chad outlined, retakes have not been great from FaZe Clan. This is where their victories are found. Keeping the wolf from the door. Keeping Big Clan on tender hooks.
FaZe have to convert this here, 2-on-4.
There should be no way in, but it's Zantares and Sirison, dude. Both of them are nuts.
They really are. They're the ones who've been doing quite nicely. Zantares has been pretty pivotal in this. Kirby.
Bang.
He's not having a good game up here. He's had a couple of rounds.
Here we go.
Again, we were in a 2v4, now it's a 2v2. Already the tilt factor coming in. Keep in mind, Nico's probably not happy that someone made it to vents and was somehow unannounced. Brokey at the bottom of those vents now, and coldzera looking for a way in, maybe a flash to set him in motion. Up we go. Oh, he sticks it towards Zantares, but now Sirison shows his hand. coldzera left in the 1v1, no kit to be played with either. So now he's gonna have to find the fight. Sirison drawn in closer, and coldzera does have the shot. A close defuse, but it should be a defuse.
Yeah, between coldzera and Brokey now, they're the 2 workhorses for FaZe. You have to remember that round, it was just against the pistols, and Big managed to make it down the vent. And without coldzera in the site with that triple kill, they would have lost another one. So Cold's coming in absolutely huge for them here on this map, and they need it. He can't be dropping situations like this. Kirby just looking out of sorts, and a huge shot from Zantares onto Rain, trying to trade. And in the 2-on-2, FaZe will handle it. They will get their 7th round on the board, but it's not easy. And the fact that they only had 1 player survive means that they're in a bit of trouble here. Plant is good for Big. Money, not too bad whatsoever. Everybody will be able to buy. Sirison can get that AWP out, but Nico and Kirby needs to decide what kind of purchase they're looking for. Looks like Kirby will be getting that M4 that's been scuttled across towards the front there. A UMP for coldzera, who's been playing that ramp anchor position. Kirby gets the FAMAS, meaning Nico, he gets the M4 at the front of the pack there. But they need to convert this one right here. Brokey with the AWP again. The buy this time has a few more Molotovs behind it. Losing this round right here as we do have a bit of a timeout coming on through. Rush, what are the server conditions right now?
The conditions are absolutely beautiful. I was checking the floor earlier. It's perfectly smooth. The skins are all there.
No splinters?
No splinters. If you're going up the ladder, it will work as intended. It won't push you off. But it's looking all good. Apparently just a small internet issue for one of the players, and should be back underway soon.
Has Rain got a cat portrait.
He does.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is badass. I wonder if that's his an animal
cat?
he's known. Yeah, I assume it is.
Yeah, it's
Very cool commission.
sweet. Have you ever had art commissioned of you? Little sketches or anything?
I'm probably going to upset someone by saying no, but
Art commissioned of you.
Yeah.
as in,
Yeah,
You
no.
pay for
I haven't
something.
paid for someone. No.
No.
I see.
I saw that great one for the birthday. Was it anniversary or
Yeah.
birthday? Loved that.
It's really cool. There's a couple of really cool artists out there now that make some actually cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the internet exists now, so basically anyone with a creative bone in their body can offer their services and share their art with the world. It's lovely.
I don't
Like that
know
cat,
what that
look at
must
it.
feel like to have a creative bone in my body.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are very quick to say they aren't creative because they don't fit the typical narrative of
Can't
creativity.
draw.
Just because you haven't got paint on your nose and you're sitting there in your smock doesn't mean you're not creative,
A
Chad.
smock.
You're creative every day. You sit
Yeah.
here, you try and find new ways for your favorite game to be
Your
translated to a
picture is
modern day
painted
audience.
by words.
Yeah, that's creativity. It requires creativity. Just because you're not sitting there painting
not
a picture with an
artsy.
easel doesn't mean you're not doing art.
Well, I want to be able to paint.
Yeah, and you know what? Most people just say, I want to paint, and then they don't do it because they know that the first few would suck. But if you do 1,000 pictures that suck, I reckon 1,001 looks a whole lot better than pictures 1 and 2. That's the end of my motivational
Inspired.
speech. Rain.
Put it on a postcard, put that on a postcard and send it off. Rain holds it down. Bear in mind, Kiebi has not been safe up here. He's been struggling to convert a couple of these kills. So Rain already trying to tilt the scales back to a favorable scenario.
I've broken my fiddle cube already. It doesn't spin anymore. I was enjoying the spinny one. Rain does get knocked into a downward spin. FaZe losing one of this two-man advantage. Nade looks great, destined for greatness. Halves the health of nearly 3 of them. Searson catching a little less flack, but the bullet ensures his death. Looking for 10 here, FaZe Clan. Let's not forget, this is T-side Nuke. If any more rounds are found, Tamsin and Zentaris could do it right here. 6, maybe even a 7th. That is huge haul for a T-side, but Brokey's not interested in the slightest. He is going to find
Very
another
nice.
couple. Triple kill. I love the Brokey storyline. Can't wait for us to return to arenas and him to be doing this in front of 15,000 people screaming
God,
his
yeah.
bloody name. You know, that's going to be a new experience for him. I'm sure it's going to be a wild ride for the FaZe Clan roster if they, you know, continue that climb and find their footing. It's not like it's a guarantee at this point. But really enjoying seeing his development, and I can't wait. You know, he's a prime candidate for anyone that's doing those Valve-style documentary series. Once he's got a trophy under his cabinet, get the documentary crew down to, where is he from again?
Latvia.
Latvia.
Oh,
Thank
we've
you.
got an issue.
Oh, that does look like an issue.
Oh, no.
Stop that.
Off geht's, Junge.
Okay, well, is this going to be an extended pause rush? The server conditions aren't looking so good now.
Don't believe that. That's fake news. The conditions are looking absolutely fantastic right now.
So the server's fine.
FaZe's morale seems high.
Yeah, it does
That's
actually.
unusual.
It is.
Who do you reckon's done that for Rain? Because there's no way he's done that
I
himself.
reckon
I'm not
his
talking about...
significant other has
Yes.
commissioned it.
Well, I didn't mean about the cat. I
you
meant
mean
more
the
about the
sticking?
lanyards.
Yeah, can you imagine Rain going, today's the day I'll do my move.
Frame the lanyard.
Maybe he
mood
likes
board.
a collage.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe that's how he relaxes.
Yeah, maybe.
You think?
No.
Why are you making assumptions about Rain?
Well, I just don't think that... Maybe he did, but I'd say if he's anything like the rest of the Counter-Strike world, he probably didn't.
But that's not make assumption. She's right, because I've known
I'm going to put him in a box.
Harvard for a while.
Yeah. The architect, we like to call him.
Exactly, and the reason we call him the architect is because of his abilities to craft and create.
That's true. We have seen some great constructions out of him in the past.
Yeah, so, you know, all I'm
Maybe.
saying is perhaps he's craftier than we expected.
Maybe. Well, I'm sure...
What is this head-to-head? Is this true? Yes, it is. Rain and Tabson, your 2 underperformers, have 8 frags between them. In stark contrast to your server leader of Brokey, who before the half has dropped 20 frags, 142 ADR, and I will remind you that ADR with an AWP, not so easy to accrue.
I haven't seen that one before. Have
No,
you?
I haven't. That's a powerful spray.
Isn't that one nice?
Yeah.
Is he flicking the bullet
I think
away?
he's flicking the bullet.
At them.
Or is he
At
at
them.
them?
At them.
Like, he's got such a powerful flick. He's done so many finger curls,
Yeah, okay.
which is a real exercise. Except you have no muscles in your fingers, so I don't know why I'm lying.
You have to have some, don't you?
Well,
It's tendons, isn't it?
it's all tendons. It's all just
Yeah.
like, it's like cranes and
I don't
cables.
know anything about anatomy.
Yeah, we've got cables and stuff. We just pull things. You know, like, I've got...
Like if you squeeze there, your hand contracts. You know what I mean? The muscles in the forearm do the.
Oh, okay.
Was that- I
Got
think-
some in your hand, but
do
not.
you have muscles in your...
I think
mean,
it's
tiny
on the
ones or
thumb,
something, right?
I don't know.
Right, I'm
Hand muscle.
There's gonna be a
Why didn't
few.
they
It's
teach
just
us
not that
this in
many.
school?
muscle.
They probably did and we didn't listen.
No,
Here we are.
we listened.
What are the muscles of the hand? We've
There's
got
a
loads of them.
few.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Biceps? Shut up. Upper extremity muscles. Here, this sounds like a proper website.
Lucky for Google.
Hand muscles. Yes,
What we have
please.
done without it.
Oh, they
So
are
it's
small.
like mostly hit in like the palm, right?
From this diagram I'm looking at, it's like just the start of our two extremity fingers, like our pinky and our thumb.
Learning with potato brains.
The hypothenar muscle. Oh, God. I really don't miss school.
Why is that time not accurate either? Can Valve add a clock that's accurate for everybody?
So it's different for everyone.
Yeah. Set it to your PC at home's time. Anyway, this is a Glico.
A Glico that's started as, Nico. Finding one and a second. Give me a third. Keto wants to throw his body on the block. Bang. Maybe another?
Flash is coming. Nico going to swing now. Coming in from main will be Kirby. Can they get it done? The clean sweep here for the FaZe clan as Kirby now goes forward with the UMP. $600 per kill. Can he get two? That'll be 1,200 as Kirby. He's done it. It's a clean sweep from FaZe. This is sensational.
That's exactly how it goes.
Oh,
LAN.
there at LAN.
Crowds. Crowds is such a naughty word now. It's like taboo to say it.
Really?
Yeah.
Stay away from the crowds, Lauren.
Saw a bunch of idiots all gathering next to each other recently to watch a football match through the glass panes, and now here we sit in our proud esports bubble, all sitting in the comfort of our own homes with our LED keyboards, safe.
With our dual monitors.
Some people are rocking a triple monitor setup. Nico's gotten double.
What a grenade.
Double.
Look
Good
at that.
damage. Nearly 100 damage distributed.
Big ups.
Unconfirmed. Kirby, though, continuing to remind us that he's an org gamer now. High flash. Nico will peek. Nothing's home. There is one so close. But yeah, Brokey knows he's vulnerable. He's just got awareness on a comfortable plane. Rain, being very quiet. 5 frags, still alive now. And Nico continuing to find frags in this yard position. Where's the bomb? Cold's going to spot it. He's even released it from the grasp of Tabson.
The recovery would have had to have started there with maybe Xantaros finding one on the lower side, making it a little easier to get that bomb back. But Searson with the drop down takes the head off of Rain. Now the 3 stand in the way, and they're the pretty scary 3. Nico, Brokey, and Coldzera. The bomb's literally in their lair. Oh, don't open the door like that. Don't give them a peeky hole. 5 to 10. FaZe looking like they found the formula, at least for now. Big have the chance to turn this one back around, however, on that second half.
We're going to the break. This is the jam from the cut of death. We can't sing or rap, so we're just gonna do a bunch of silly stuff. See you later, everybody. Yeah.
I might be tired at this to fight it. It's time to let it go. It's time to lose your inhibition. Developing a blind ambition. If you got a match, just go ahead and light it. I wanna see where this is going. We're done with playing games, not knowing, yeah. We've nothing to lose. We're lost at the night. We're feeling
Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn
10-5, FaZe double digits. Could it be the 2-0? Big Clan looking a little wonky. But we're getting ready for this one now. Hasn't been a good one from Tabson. One of the win conditions for Big Clan. Xantare's there, but Tizian's been pulling his weight. Bit of a gap in the Tabson department for that T side. But now it's back to defense, and Big Clan no strangers to the mental fortitude required and not to be sniffed at. 5 rounds on the T side of Nuke against what seems to be in form FaZe. Rain's had his fair share of trials. And there's another tribulation. Good shot. Keto just making this one look like it's a warm-up. Okay, 3 quick kills as he taps away at Hut. And we have the Big Clan Dream pistol. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now, Keto seems to be very, very proficient on these pistol rounds. Yeah, remember what happened on Mirage just before? He had very similar scenes. Not as quick, but was able to pick up the frags nonetheless. Now, surviving against the Force Spy was a problem for Big on their CT side of Mirage. Actually, their CT side of Mirage was a problem for them in general because they were blown out of the water there by FaZe Clan. So here we go. Can Big hold on? Converting against these Tech-9s, P250s, and Deagles with utility is going to be important. It looks like it's a fake towards the top side with a ramp rush. So Xantares, what do you got?
Let's see it. M4 locked, loaded. He falls away after getting rain. Those Tech-9s bearing down on him. He's got to be careful here. Easy to be overwhelmed, but he's holding his own for now.
Nice. Just needs to find a third, and now it could spiral, but it would require some very good shots, and they're so low, it's just practically impossible now. Just a speculative spray for Searson to find his 7th, keeping 4 people alive as well. Very good to nurture the bank. All those helmets don't go astray. You'll need a helmet for this next round because it is just going to be Glocks, maybe a Deagle. Yeah, Nico splashed the cash necessary. Sometimes T-sides tend to just group up around that Deagle. We've seen, in fact, one Deagle grace the palms of all 5 when they went for their yard play.
That was quite an interesting round, wasn't it? Now, let's keep our eyes on Searson in this second half. Right now, sitting at 9 kills. Once the AWP comes out, let's see how good the utility usage of FaZe is and how much they can negate him moving around the map and looking for picks. This one right here should be done and dusted. So I want to talk about one of the best feelings in the world, guys. One of the absolute best feelings.
I don't think we talk about that kind of thing.
A brand new mouse pad and a brand new mouse, right? You get those two, that combination. You just have the glidey mouse.
Let's get hyperglides.
Oh, it's just so fresh, Lauren. There's nothing better than it.
A fresh mouse pad feel.
They smell a bit like tennis balls, though. You know when you open up the...
Oh, I do love
You like that?
about that. What, the tennis ball tube
I
smell?
hate how that smells.
A freshly opened tube. My house used to stink of that all the time.
Just you with a mad collection of tennis balls.
Dad was a tennis fiend, yeah.
Every time you get your old Q pad or whatever else any other brand is obviously available, it would just smell like that to me. I guess it must be like the rubber or like something that they used. But
wow. Now I want to go play tennis. Screw Vertigo tonight. I'm playing tennis.
Little rally?
Somehow.
Mario tennis or?
No, the one with the racket. And well, they have rackets, I think, too. One without the Wario.
Okay.
Nades. Tizian pressured. One's already swung through the net. Keto's the one to hold it at bay. And this is just going from bad to worse for FaZe Clan. Cold Zero gives them a little shining light at the end of the tunnel. And then some.
Live.
It's a beacon. Keto has gone unswung. Kiabi surely not going to go for this.
They even know he's here. That's the real problem. If they don't clear this...
Do now. A missed shot. Xantares is trying to make a push for this. He's decided against it now. 1 versus 3. Has an opportunity to preserve the AWP. And don't forget, he's on a team with Searson, one of the most prominent primary AWPers in the tournament.
So news just out now, apparently a report from DK that JKS could be joining the Complexity roster.
News or rumors?
It says
The report.
sources.
So it's one of his
Okay,
little
okay, so
reports,
not
you
like
know?
confirmed or anything, but
He's been keeping
he's
his...
he's normally right as well. To be fair, he's got a decent track
It's an
record.
exciting prospect, I'll be honest.
How
We
good
were
would that
talking
be?
about some names. You know, Romps, Zipex, the JKSs of the world would be a perfect fit for complexity.
I just want the I like the idea then of JKS with a good IGL behind him, right? That
I like the idea of JKS not being the best player in the server for his team. That will be an interesting feat. He's always been the best player, whether it was Vox Eminor, Renegades, now 100 Thieves. So that'll be an interesting mix.
But just to see him completely and totally, you know, relinquished of being the best player in the team. That would be such a cool conversation. We'll have it later, of course, as we wait for more and more reports on that story as it breaks. I saw a little contract sign emoji on Jason Lake's tweet recently, so he's obviously making progress.
Oh, it's all lining up. Whatever it may be. We got a timeout, so I don't see a color to it. So
maybe we get Rushley in. Mr. Rushley, I have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
One, if you were to redevelop your, I remember you know, back in the day you did content creation.
Sure.
You referred to your fans as Rushley Rangers.
That is correct, yes.
Now, I was wondering if you were to, you know, take a second stab at the content creation thing, would you stick with that, or are you going to go for something a little better?
Better? I thought Rushley Rangers was good. There's some alliteration there.
But other than the alliteration, other than the fact that both words start with the same letter, what do you think differentiates it from, say, anything else?
That's a very good question. I think Rangers is fantastic.
No, I mean, it does start with the same letter as Rushley. You are right.
Rushley,
Can I ask the
Rushley
question
Rangers.
before we get it back underway?
Sure. Gotta be quick.
What's for dinner? Because I can hear the plates and
I don't know. I can smell it though.
Does it smell saucy or not?
It smells good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice. Okay, Rush, always good with the descriptions there. He's going to go back to pressing the buttons.
Nice.
Yeah, it smells good, actually. Tizian's in the warehouse. He might be able to tuck in that wide angle, which could catch Nico off a little later into the piece. We can check back in with this duel in about 20 seconds time when those smokes fade. So for now, lobby gathering, and Keto with a Molotov, he could very well ruin everything if he drops this at the right time. Doesn't want to splurge too soon. Waiting for a jiggle. He actually wants to see them. Thinks better of it.
Remember to keep our eyes on Sirius and his AWP impact. In the previous round with the AWP, he didn't get any kills. See if you can find some this time.
Couple flashes, trying to make it look like a top take, but there's no one home, and I don't really know.
Who's going to fall for this?
No one. Searson does arrive, finds the first, tagged up, will have to drop back as their nades are deployed. They deny another part of the map. Falling into the lower side is Zentares. Nico's made his way down. Secret! Zentares nearly finds them all. Round's still playing, though. 2v4. If he can catch one on the flank, he's gaming. Oh, Tizian, that's smart. So smart. He's going to pop up way wide. Hello. Goodbye. Cold gets it. Not expecting the second, or at least not from that angle of assault. Another from his left side. He can't adjust in time. Nico bombs on the ramp. Making a lot of sound. He doesn't have the time for anything else. And yeah, shot in the back of the head. So that is Big Clan recovering and finding their first of the second half.
Big questions to ask right here for FaZe.
Fourth, excuse me.
Do they opt to go for the buy off the back of this extra cash that they have? There's 2 players who don't have enough to go for a full buy, but 3 that do. That was huge from Zentares right there. Fantastic little transfer, and eventually being traded out by Cole. But 11-9 is the scoreline, and they will go for the buy. Nico on the Deagle. Reigns actually opted just to go for the AK with the flash. So they don't have too much utility once again, but they can't flub it and waste it in the early stages like we just saw there with that top hit. They will need it for the mid to late rounds. When we get back underway, Big have everything they need going into this one. Molly towards the door. Smoke limped out to make sure that the CTs have to worry about the vent drop, and Kirby, he's very worried. 22 points of health through that spam. So standing behind the smoke, gets tagged on down within the early stages. But Rain, look at all this space.
There's no one here to even spot for this or hear any of it. They've gone down free. Now, obviously, at the lower side of things, you will eventually have Tabson, but this is...
It's a lot of ground gained.
Yeah.
Tabson's not even always watching. He's intermittently checking, and now Coldzera gets the advantage. They've killed the first rotator. Bombs coming in, and Reigns found Zentares. Could be the 12th here. Searson needs more, and Kirby just narrowly gets away with his life. Searson cannot contest. Tizian can win the round. Oh, Nico checks it. He will get caught by Keto, but they know where both of them are now, so that bomb should go down, and things can calm down a little bit. So can the tone in my voice. As we do see just 2 CTs. Keto and Searson, half health, talking about where they want to save. I'm going to pop to the loo, guys. I wish you the best of luck with the next round.
All right.
Do you have a little look at the food on the way back?
I'll give you the info on the
Smells nice.
What's a cool word for food? Grub?
Iblis?
I mean, I said cool word for food. Grub. That's about as masculine as I can get.
Yeah,
Go back.
Thanks.
All right, you want to do...
What's up?
You want to do the color, and I'll do
No.
the play-by-play?
No.
Just for a round?
No. I've heard your play-by-play, and Tosspot's messaged me saying we're going to have to put a little, injunction on this.
Tosspot's too
Thievery
busy
is
climbing a
unbelievable.
mountain or playing
No,
golf. To be
he's,
listening
as
to
said,
podcasts.
I'm just telling you, he's reached out. His team's not happy with what you're doing here, Chad. When we rip off other casters, you can't be so blatant.
Well, he doesn't cast anymore, Lauren. And it's a bit
Well, he
more of a-
does.
it's a
He
bit
did
more of a
QuakeCon very
homage.
recently, actually. So I think that's very naive of you to
He
say that. For someone who you're such a fan of.
Probably did that for free, old Tosspot, as we do have
Probably,
another...
because he's a
another time.
passionate kind of guy.
No, 'cause
Unlike
he
you, Chad.
works at WME IMG now, makes truckloads of money.
Sure. But
Yeah,
that
that-
doesn't mean you can't be passionate.
Well, maybe he is. But I'm passionate about the play-by-play that's about to go
No!
down here. Everybody strap yourself in, because this is a big game. With Big in the server, the winner of this goes through to the semi-final to take on Vitality. We already have OG versus Fnatic on the other side of the bracket. On the AWP, it's going to be scurried around. A Famus left at spawn, but Tizian eventually picks it on up as we play-by-play the buy. And away we go. Rain towards Yard, smokes, mollies, flashes. It's all good here as quickly towards main. He tucks on in fast. It's a top split. They want to be quick on this phase. And look at this, the opening from Rain takes down Keto. Swung on by Tabson. 4-on-4 in the mid-round, but Zentares, well, he's traded out as well.
When you start your pace that high, it's really hard to temper it, and then everything just sounds like it's
Well,
like
it's a
that.
3-on-3 now, Lauren.
I know, and so you could start ramping back up, especially on this Tizian going for information, but he finds it a little too much, can't process it in time as Nico rips off his head, and now the 3v2. Play-by-play, bud. You meant to catch at that pace. Come on.
I'm learning. Just learn along some here, and so do Big as
Ooh.
Tara's taking down that of Brokey. We're going to find Kirby in a 1-on-2 situation. Low HP for both Tabson and Zentares, and Kirby on 100 points of health. Going around the world here. We'll be tucking in through the main position. Are there any eyes on him right now as the bomb is down? Both low. A stiff breeze is all he'll need to take them out of the equation. And there is the first, the shaky aim. It prevails. And now Zentares, well, he's going back around to heaven. So it's a very important one-on-one.
It is, and the timing's going to be a huge factor here, because even then, with all this said, Kirby has hit the brakes. Now, Zentares is going to see the bomb. So this is going to cause a really weird conversation to happen in Kirby's brain, as well as that he's never going to check for rafters there.
Might.
No way. You're more worried about hut. You're more worried about behind the bomb site, maybe even heaven. There's so many more things on that checklist until you'd have found Zentares. That timing was just mad.
Yeah, Andy's even found the AWP. So right now for FaZe, if they can bounce back with another buy, which they can, Rain, Cold, Nico, and Kirby, all with enough money to purchase on through, it's just Brokey, who is the top fragger right now for the FaZe side of things. It is another pause being taken, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that is a
So,
large play that Alex has returned with, so this has to be good.
Well, I guess that we can hear it at home as well.
Hold on.
Try and hold the cough
Yep,
button.
I've got
Thank
you.
very
Wait.
much.
There you go. Crack on.
Okay.
Good. Well,
Okay.
you weren't
Too late.
here.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I just
'cause
figured you'd just be patient for 1 second. I'd have stopped making all that noise.
It was just a lot right
I
into my
apologise.
eardrums.
So what
Yeah,
do
I
we
couldn't
have
resist.
here?
I couldn't resist.
Talk to me. Can I have a
I
little
haven't
light on this?
inspected what's within the wrap, but it
Okay.
was sold to me as a chicken wrap. Very excited about that.
Oh, that's
Hot
fantastic.
Burrito style. Some new potatoes and some additional chicken breast to get my protein in. Very excited about that. I should probably do my job first, but I couldn't resist.
It's okay. We've got a timeout here, so me and Chad
I'm
can
gonna
keep having a
I'm gonna
conversation.
take
Have some food.
the wrap for a spin. Be right back.
We have some problems here for Big as well, because they only carried one across that saved AWP. You can see here with the buy, there are some omissions. Tizian buying into the MP9. Famus for Tabson. Keto, what are you going to purchase on him with, my friend? I think you've been just dropped a Famus from that of Sirison. So the buy, it's able to get across the line.
Functional.
There's no defuse kit. As I say, that Keto will buy one. Still has 950 residual left over. And Brokey, he's going to be on that Tech 9. So both teams able to purchase on in for round 23 here. And going forward, FaZe, if they don't win this one, they will only get the $2,400 loss bonus.
Look at
They've
the
done
pace.
this again. Yeah, this is quick again.
It was Rain last time, now it's Nico, and I almost feel he could succeed further at this if he's sharp today. He is. Delivers a bullet to the brain. Tabs are not going to thank him for that gift. And now the last two, the money's already in a really weird spot for the CT
Yeah.
side. Where do you go with this? I guess
Have to
try and
save.
save it with just a bomb plant coming in now.
And note what's left. They had the duels against the SMG and the two FAMASes. It was the rifles, the AWP, and the M4, which were in the wrong place at the wrong time. So FaZe get the duels against the weaker weaponry. They steal away the round. Brokey gets an upgrade from that Tech 9 to the Fallen AK of Kirby, and things are looking fantastic. The bomb is halfway ticked. Big, they only get a $1,400 loss bonus coming on through. Their money is bottom of the barrel right now, and they will not be able to purchase. Sirison and Zantares could drop across Deagles if you really want to get saucy with it, but they might have to take an eco, and that's going to allow FaZe Clan to potentially get up to 14 rounds. You can see here that it is just these two saved guns. And
this was great.
Opening. Yeah, the second was even better.
Yeah.
Look at the readjustment, just catching Tabson's head there.
Felt like the spray with Tabson was just finding Nico as well, just as he found that last head. Oh, cool. Delicious food, by the way. Get on that when we wrap this one up. Maybe wrapping it up quickly, because this is the second map. And this is FaZe Clan 1-0 up in the series on Big Clan's map pick, making a T-side nuke run. They've only found 3 rounds, and none of them have been consecutively. It's the hard work from the first half that's paying dividends here. The moment, 5-3, the scoreline had this been the first half.
And I said keep your eyes on Sirison and his AWP impact. Well, he only has 1 kill with AWP in the second half. And
Odd.
very, very... well, it's just difficult.
Yeah.
Right? It's very difficult.
He's done it before.
Yeah, I don't think he's being offered up the same kind of duels so far, because FaZe, they're finding themselves in a lot of 3-on-3 mid-round situations. And from there, especially with that pace we saw just come out in the previous round, if he's in the wrong place at the wrong time, he won't be able to find any impact. And to play back in when the money is down, the chips are down, it is tough. But it will be the force. This is do or die. Big lose this, it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. Pack them up.
Full force and a lot of pressure on the man that's only got 1 frag with this AWP the entire half. Now, that AWP has kind of got the hopes and dreams of Big Clan riding on it. Sirison, that smoke will fade soon. You will be trapped here. It's faded. He's trapped.
Have to deal with him, though, and Rain actually dropping back down off of the silo means they might even overlook his position. Looks like they're lining up some smokes towards Yard now. It's going to be late secret smokes coming through, and Nico needs to be careful on this. Sirison's poking forward on that flash. He swings and Nico takes him down.
Yo, Nico's nuts. He saw the flashbang and immediately realized who that was for. Gets his crosshair in the right place and takes down Sirison. That's Big's hopes and dreams now lying on the floor of red container. Brokey's got another. Just a formality now. Zantares, Keto, armored. But that's about it. Drop in the smoke, demonstrates exactly where he is, does evade the flash, has to go close quarters, but they're all swinging in as a pack.
Oh.
Too much, overwhelmed.
Wow. Nico's presence, we saw kind of the start of it previously, where we saw those fast plays coming towards the upper side, but then Nico this time around elevated, as you said, as soon as he got that information on who that flash was for, who was it intended to, and what it was the purpose behind it. Straight away ripped it apart, and they'd love to get this gun away, keep in mind. If they can remove this too, even better. Zantares trying to desperately keep hold of the M4, and he's all the way back by CT spawn.
You got to ask yourself, why does FaZe one day look so good and the next they just looked completely out of sorts here? I'm not sure if it's the opponent, I'm not sure what it is, but something is working well for them, and it seems to be Brokey. When they beat Heroic, Brokey was a key factor. Here again today, Brokey coming up absolutely fantastic with the numbers. 24 kills for him, 24 for Nico. Bomb goes off, round on the board, FaZe up to 14 and 2 more. All it is a saved rifle. Lost bonus bottom of the barrel, 1900. And that means they have a choice. Eco to get the 2400 in the next round. Play behind this one saved M4, see what damage you can do. Or force again, lose, and then definitely have the game ripped out of your hands. The questions, or the answers, neither of them are good.
You've just presented a really Sophie's choice.
Yeah, you don't want to go for either option here, but it will be taking the save. So this means they will be potentially defending 5 rounds in a row here, Big, if they want to take it to overtime. It is just the saved M4 on Zantares.
I implore FaZe Clan not to play differently. Sometimes the very best teams can get caught out when there is only ecos, or rather USPs in play. All it takes is one AK to fall into enemy hands. So positioning yourself within arm's reach of a trade, or at least someone watching your corpse, it's a pretty good place to start. That's what Brokey's doing. He's responsible for the trophy push, while his teammates try and make space elsewhere. Nico is that space hunter. Now, Zantares is the only one with a weapon, as we discussed. He saved it. As soon as Zantares gets caught out, if he does, The rest of the round should come with a spurt of aggression from the CTs.
It's just wild here that normally Zentaris would be over towards ramp. They've played him in limbo towards main, and they've triple stacked over towards the ramp for him. So there's the first from Kyobi. The shaky aim will land one. He gets traded out. Dink on through to Cold as well. If they don't clear Sirius's position, he might be good for one, but that should be it. The USP not potent enough, and now they will be heading back towards lobby. So Zentaris has a real chance here to get a multi-kill, knowing how low Cold Zera is.
Should be. Don't be lazy. Brokey's not a lazy boy. He checks his corners, right? Right? Taras, that's the threat. Does go down. They didn't check their corners, though. Keto gets an AK. No. Okay. Phew. Still sketchy, though. Don't forget this was a full eco. It's now a 2v1, and Searson's got the AK, as we have aforementioned. Now he's got the frag.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Rain has to plant. Don't second guess yourself. Holds it. Searson wrapping around through Squeaky. Doesn't have to make a sound cue. Not like this, FaZe. Not like this. Rain saving the day. FaZe Clan going to be wiping sweat from their brow there. It was potentially the full eco victory. Big, close but no cigar. Now it's time for a 5-round comeback.
Well, if Big can hold on to this and take us to overtime, it'd be quite the comeback considering the type of rounds they're losing to. If FaZe want to go for another one of these fast top splits where they just go charging through yard with the basic wall smokes, dipping on in through main, they've been catching Big with their pants down. You can see here, only one Molotov in play to stop the rush. Nico nading open Squeaky, smoke to follow. He's actually going to go in on this, dropping down the vent. Nico's taken a lot of space early here.
So smooth, so easy. Zentaris will be his fight. Searson's got the rest of the T's coming his way. Gets Rain down, but the other three are still around. Bomb with Brokey, Util there. He catches that flash, and look at Nico closing the gap. He's going to be on that ramp pretty damn soon. Got to be worried about the window, but he's got to be worried about Searson. He's holding back the rest of the T's. Nico says, go time, boys, get in here. But then he gets found.
Wow. Okay. Making it very clear they want to fight Zentaris, and he's ready for that fight. As an individual, thriving. Cold.
Another kill would be nice here. I always talk about the damage in FaZe. Well, they have enough to buy next round, but you can take more away from Big here, who are searching now. Tizian leading the charge. Keto in tow. 50 seconds left. Cold Zero probably not written out of this one just yet, unless he looks the wrong way. And Tizian will finish him off. So a good round there from Big. They've been able to recover. The AWP carried across once more. Let's see what they can muster now as the buy, as I mentioned, for FaZe should be fine. Here we go. Sirius with some AWP impact. We'll be looking for it, and there it is. And once he gets that impact, it's a round on the board for Big. So avoiding his AWP is probably name of the game if I am Yanko talking to the team now. But the guns come back on out. The AKs are looking good. Shotgun for Keto. He's got the alligator. We'll be playing close towards that hunt position with it.
Kirby tentative on the way through, and now Grey Screen comes out. Tizian making it look comfortable. Ramp pressure though quick this time. No AWP to be seen there. It's just Zentaris who has to fall away from it.
Nice kill from Nico in transition. I think Tizian actually got that frag onto Kirby by spamming at the vent, so a little bit unlucky for Kirby. Reload.
Yeah, you're right. That's why it felt like such a nonsense shot.
Yeah, because it was just a...
It was just unloading a mag, yeah. They're pushing lobby, and Brokey was so ready for it. They're both going to go down. Not like this. Big thought they were bringing the fight to FaZe. FaZe greet them with open arms and a big wide smile. Another frag. It looks like this one's done. Locked up. FaZe Clan flying their flag. And only a low HP Zentaris can separate us from a FaZe win here. Strong individual performances across the board, but Brokey is still standing head and shoulders above the rest. Nico alongside him.